It was time for Trump to put his foot down. And he did, right on America's dick.
On July 16th, President Donald Trump appeared at a press conference with Russian leader Vladimir Putin at the Helsinki Summit in what many have labelled an embarrassing display from the commander-in-chief. On Monday night, the late-night host delved into the turn of events and shared their take on POTUS's behaviour. On NBC's Late Night, host Seth Meyers referred to the press conference as surreal, while also noting that Trump's visit to Europe was shaping up to be disastrous even before he got to Finland. The host cited Trump's undermining of British Prime Minister Theresa May, breaking royal protocol when meeting Queen Elizabeth, and not knowing what Brexit actually means as examples before moving on to the Helsinki Summit. Expressing his disgust that Trump twisted himself in knots to take Putin's side against the US intelligence community and the Justice Department over Russian interference in the 2016 election, Myers then threw to a series of clips from the press conference of Trump rambling about Hillary Clinton's emails, the Democrats, the lack of collusion, and Putin's denial over interference.
Can someone get Trump a glass of water? 'Cause he's thirsty. It's only a matter of weeks before he single white females Putin.
Myers then imagined how the private meeting between the two leaders went, seeing as the public ones were so effusive.
I'm worried he let Putin annex one of the 50 states. Here's an electoral map. Pick one of the blue ones.
On Comedy Central's Daily Show, Trevor Noah called Trump a cheerleader to the Russian leader and was quick to mock Trump's statement that he didn't see any reason why Russia would be involved with any collusion.
Really? You don't see any reason not to trust Vladimir Putin?
The late-night host also quipped that on a list of untrustworthy people, Putin lies between WebMD and the mum from Get Out. Later, Noah showed a clip where Trump praised Putin's offer to have people working on the collusion case work with Russian investigators, referring to it as an incredible offer. Are you shitting me? Noah asked. So Putin offered to help investigate his own crime, and President Art of the Deal says, what an incredible offer.
This is what you get when you put a KGB agent up against a KFC agent.
Meanwhile, on CBS's Late Show, host Stephen Colbert devoted more than 12 minutes to discussing the press conference after opening his show with an animated musical number inspired by vintage movie theater concession ads in which the candy responded to Trump's shocking comments.
That was beyond all reason and pretty close to treason.
During his monologue, Colbert aired a clip of Trump praising Putin for his extremely strong and powerful denial, which led the host to this joke.
He's extremely strong and powerful. He does not skip leg day. And I know because right now I am smooching his glutes.
The host also took issue with Putin denying that he collected information on businessmen like Trump when they were in Moscow or even knew who was there. Colbert said that when he was in Russia, he was followed everywhere, his phone was bugged, and there were cameras in his hotel room. Colbert also showed off a slight Putin impression, responding to Putin's invitation to Robert Mueller to come to Russia as part of his investigation into possible interference in the 2016 election.
Come as our guest. We will take you out if you get my drift. We will roll out the red carpet, which is red from blood, if you know what I'm saying. I'm saying we'll kill you.
Over on NBC's Jimmy Kimmel Live, the host offered a theory as to why the press conference went the way it did.
Is it possible Vladimir Putin brought a hypnotist to that meeting instead of a translator?
Kimmel also proposed a logical explanation for why Trump would have publicly taken Putin's side when it comes to the allegations of election interference.
If you're wondering whether or not Vladimir Putin has an incriminating video of Donald Trump, we now know beyond a treasonable doubt that he does.
To watch full clips of the late-night host reacting to Trump's press conference with Vladimir Putin, head to THR.com. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Lindsay Rodriguez.